Because our body clocks are all over the place, and we stumbled across this little island which seems to be park on stilts, and we've lost Jez because he's gone wandering. Let's go see what we can find out. Okay, found Jez. You are feeling sleepy, very sleepy. Or that might just be the jet lag. Are you still feeling sleepy?
Or feeling sick.
If you weren't feeling dizzy after watching all those signs, here's the next trick. Sit on one of these seats and not fall off.
And not be sick.
What your problem is? It's easy.
See how quickly Sarah's lunch stays in her stomach, or how quickly she panics. Okay.
So Hezzy's in New York, docked, just somewhere over those skyscrapers on the other side, and then there's the New York skyline. We were going to walk down to see her, but it's far too far, so we gave up. We think we found Hezzy. Jeremy might be just about pointing.
That'll be Sarah's head.
We found Hezzy. We're just about there.
Island, and I don't know if you can see her, but behind us is Statue of Liberty, that big green thing.
Do your Statue of Liberty pose?
Have a touch.
Or use your camera?
Next stop is Ellis Island, which is over that way.
That way.
Yeah, that way, I thought it was that way.
That way.
Might be that way, might be that way. Hopefully the person who's piloted the boat will know which way it is. Maybe it's that way.
Okay, see you in a bit. So like all good immigrants, we've decided to come and check ourselves in at Ellis Island. Hopefully they'll let Jez in.
I doubt it.
I don't think they'll let Jez in. Go and register yourself then, as an immigrant. Turns out I have some relatives who came over here to Ellis Island. Don't know when. Turns out the Irish side of the family definitely came. There's a whole list of Clarks. I have no idea which ones we're related to. And
The Yorkshire side of my family.
the Yorkshire side. C-O. Cooper. Cooper? No?
Yorkshire people weren't allowed in either then.
No.
Oh well.
Rejected again?
Yep.
No Woodham.
So select. Welcome to Washington DC. We've escaped the madness and the chaos and the noise of New York,
And come to the chaos and madness of Washington DC.
where everyone runs or rides, nobody walks. Well, that's what it appears like. Just on our first US park run, which was Roosevelt Island park run. It's on an island, and weirdly, not everyone who runs does park run either. Anyway, one of the issues about here is the noise from planes. And we're here for a couple of days. Going to go and see the president, possibly. See if he wants to see us, wants to say hi to us. I doubt it, but
Well, he wants to see me.
true, yes.
Might not let you in.
I doubt he won't want to see me. And then hopefully go up to Baltimore a couple of days' time and go and see Hezzy. Pick her up and escape the madness that is big city US and go into the weirdness that is small town US.
Was not expecting that view when I turned round and looked in the other direction. Pretty impressive. Okay, so we're about to go and have a walk around the lake thing.
Lake of Reflection.
I have
Not
not.
here.
I think you made up that name. We're about to go and have a walk around that lake, and we're going to see if there's any spies sitting down on the benches, because that's where they always seem to go in every film we ever watch. I'm not quite sure where he's going. You're not very secret there.
Secret.
Anyway, let's go see if we can find some spies. So we come all the way to America, and look what Jess is taking photos of. Ducks. just in case they're different from marple ducks. So I've come to sit on the steps because Jez is faffing, trying to get the perfect shot with his camera. So yet again, Jez wandered off to get the perfect photo. Let's see how good they actually were.
Pretty perfect, if you ask me.
Apparently I'm not allowed to complain anymore about the amount of photos he's taking. Not sure what else I'm going to do whilst I'm waiting. Sunbathe, I guess. Knitting.
There's a needle there, can you use one of them?
Apparently that's a needle.
And borrow the one from London, Cleopatra's.
You should be able to work out what the time is. We were going to go to the Smithsonian, but it's closed for renovation. Impressive gardens though. Turns out the Smithsonian knows lots of buildings, which perhaps we should have known.
So we're now in the Library of Congress. Come here because Sarah loves books and wants to read something. But it is absolutely stunning here. So tomorrow we are going to the Arlington Cemetery, which is just over there. It's not, it's behind you lot again, to the left of the needle that you can't see because it's behind you. But we can see it, so we're going over that way.
It's a good job I'm doing the directions.
Was it not that way? Well, was it that way? It's definitely not that way.
It's that way.
That way, see, I told everyone it was that way. So that's where we're going tomorrow. Hopefully, not wishing for poor weather, but it could do with just cooling off a little bit. Sun-tanned, aren't we? Yes. Well, a little bit burnt more than sun-tanned. Anyway, better cut it short because the scary ice cream vans behind us are starting to scare Sarah. She's getting quite anxious with their spooky music.
It's proper horror movie sound. Very slow paced, jolly tunes, including Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer in September. Nothing like the ice cream trucks at home. But the ice cream was very nice.
It was actually. And also, they do look like proper horror movie style ice cream trucks. The style that sort of take people off to be killed in. Really, really freaky.
And on that cheery note, we're off to see the White House.
See you later.
We found the White House.
It's behind us.
But it's a lot. But it's a lot smaller than we thought. So some of it seems to be sunken in the ground.
Maybe they need to speak to the builder if the foundations have gone.
But at least we're here. Wave at Joe Biden. So we walked further up the hill and away from it, and now weirdly the White House looks bigger.
Really big. Huge!
I mean, some weird geometry and perspectives going on there.
American magic, that's what it is.
But at least now it looks like the White House, not just some random house that's white. We found another statue. Jez suggested this might be Nelson.
Well, it's got a Nelson style hat on. It looks like a famous seafarer. Was captain of a boat, wasn't he? No, he needed his hand chopped off, didn't he? Was that Nelson or was that? No. Where is his hand
I
chopped
am
off?
still recording. So to recap, Jez thinks this was Nelson, but then decided he couldn't be because he hadn't had his hand chopped off. I'm not quite sure why Nelson had his hand chopped off. But anyway, this isn't Nelson. It's somebody called Rochambeau. Something. Rochambeau. Let's go French. No, Nelson was French as well. Was Nelson French?
No, the chap who had his hand chopped off was French. Who was he? The one Nelson was trying to beat. Who did Nelson defeat in the Navy?
Okay, so to any of our previous colleagues who teach history, quite clearly our history is severely lacking. Answers in the comments.
Don't think he had an arrow in his head though.
That's Harold.
Yes, Wilson.
Oh my god, it's been a long day. Time to go find something to eat. So after a long day, we finally found some food. Jez got a bit confused by the menu and didn't know what size of beer to order because it was either 16 or 20. Let's guess which one he went for.
Value for money beer. 20 ounces. So this is a pint. That's 16 ounces. And this is 20 ounces. It's only $2 more. Bargain. But it is 7%. Could be a good night.
So yesterday we were in the National Mall monuments behind my shoulder. Today we set out for Arlington Cemetery.